we live? I think we might be. I think we might be live. Welcome to Shibuya. It's my first time here since June, which feels kind of weird. But things are mainly looking the way they used to, except that this building, the old Tokyo department store, is being torn down. So that makes it feel a little bit more open, I guess. But other than that, yeah, things are mostly as usual. So I'm excited to once again roam the streets of Shibuya. Today's plan is to walk over to Shinjuku from here through I'm not sure if I'm gonna take, I think I will take the Cat Street route, maybe also do a little stop at Meiji Jingu and walk through the forest there. I'm not sure. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, as the title said, I recently passed 10 million views on my channel. That's a crazy number. It's like if everybody in my home country, Sweden, every single citizen watched one of my videos, that would be 10 million. That's a crazy number. So thank you everybody who has contributed to that. I'm very, very grateful. Very, very grateful. Good to see so many familiar faces in the chat as well. Hello Jeffrey, hello Jari, hello George, Courtney, and everybody else. Thank you so much for stopping by today. First time to cross Shibuya crossing in a long time. It feels good to be here again. Can't deny that. I miss this so much. Yeah, I know. People said that yesterday too, that they are happy to see me back and that they missed my walk through Japan. So for those of you who didn't watch yesterday's stream, just a quick recap. So I'm back in Japan, obviously, mostly because of my wife's residence permit. It's taking a very long time, and during the time that it's getting processed, we can't really be away from each other since we have a small child. So I will be in Japan for the foreseeable future. Probably, realistically, she probably won't get her residence permit until maybe next spring or summer. So I will be in Japan until then, at least. Then we'll see what happens. Oh, and thank you, Brad Ward, for the super chat. The first super chat of today. Thank you so much. Good to see that you're happy. Good to see that you're happy to have me back here. Actually, which route should I take? I think I want to go. Yeah, let's do the Miyashita Koen. That's more fun. This street is not so interesting this time of the day. Actually, the shops aren't even open yet, as it's still a bit early. Oh, thank you, Micah Samira. Thank you so much for the super chat. Omedetou. Let's start today with morning motivation. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Bob Praxon, you rock tea. Thank you. You rock too, Bob. Thank you so much for the super chats. We're off to a very generous start here. That's good to see. That's good to see. So I'm expecting today's walk to be somewhere in the realm of an hour and a half, maybe, but who knows? Maybe I will feel very motivated and make it much longer than that. You never know. Schedule-wise, I have plenty of time anyway. Let's get lost for old time's sake. Sorry, this area, it's a little bit difficult for me to get lost around here because I know this street a little bit too well, I'm afraid. But we'll see. Let's see if we can get lost somewhere. Maybe once we reach Shinjuku, I can try to wander off some side street somewhere and see what happens. Ah, Miller! Okaeri, omedetou! Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Miller. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're already almost at 2 200 viewers. That's wonderful. Oh, and by the way, I did not give you a weather update. It's quite comfortable. It's currently 26 degrees here. It will go up to 29 today, but hopefully my stream has ended by then. 26 is here in the shade. It's really comfortable. It's not humid at all. I am, of course, wearing my pink shorts, as one would expect in a weather like this. And yeah, comfortable finally. The last couple of days has been quite sticky and humid, but it's getting a bit cooler now, so that's good. I think I won't bother going up here today. It's not that interesting, and it's also going to be very quiet, I think. So I'll just walk past here, and then I'll walk Cat Street down towards Omotesando and Harajuku, and then I might go through the forest near Meiji Jingu as well. Groove, thank you very much for your super chat. Congrats on 10 million views. Very impressed. Thanks for all the inspiration you gave to me. It also led me to very nice other JTubers like Lemmy. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad I managed to introduce some other YouTubers to you as well. Thanks for your long time support. Courtney, planning on coming to Japan this coming spring? Yes, great. Please let me know. I'll be happy to meet up. Now that Japan is opening again, I will also start offering various services here in Tokyo. Photo sessions, tours, etc, etc. There's gonna be more information coming about that. Of course, my Patreon supporters will be the first ones to know. And I also promise that all my Patreon supporters will get some nice discounts if you ever try to book any of my other services. So, yeah. Looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to tourism starting up again here finally. How's the new Steam Deck? Asks Luke. It's good. It's really good. It's definitely my favorite portable gaming device so far. I've had lots of fun playing Forza Horizon 4 on mine, and I also replayed an old favorite of mine, Dear Esther, which is a very nice little, it's not really a game, it's more like a virtual storybook or something, but it's a very nice little piece of software that kept me busy during part of my flight back to Japan. Johnson celebrates 21 months of membership. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much for the long-term support. Really appreciate it. As always, it's people like you who help keep this channel running. Without generous supporters like yourself, it's, yeah, I don't think I would be doing this still. But thank you. Thank you. My daughter and I enjoy watching your walks. Thank you, Danny. That's good to hear. How old is your daughter? What about them does she like? Can you please hum your favorite ABBA song? No. I would need a beer for that, and it's before lunch, so I'm not gonna have a beer today. Thank you, hologram. Hope to catch you in another stream later. Thanks for stopping by during your busy day. Good Monday morning tea. Thank you, New Flag 2. Thank you. Good morning to you as well. I am in Shibuya indeed. I am passing the fancy shops here at Miyashita-koen. Did I vote in the Swedish elections? Of course, of course. Voting is very important, and of course I did vote. Already looking forward to the continuation of the train line walks. Yes, me too, me too. I plan to resume those maybe as early as next week. We'll see. But I'm really excited about walking the Japanese train lines again. That has been a lot of fun. So yeah, I plan to start the train line. I plan to redo Yamanote line. It's been a long time and it deserves a rerun, I think. Maybe in the opposite direction this time. And I'm also thinking about doing the Chuo line to Takao once again, because that still is one of my favorite walk series that I've done on this channel, and I kind of want to get out in the outskirts of Tokyo again. So yeah, I plan to redo that one. Also Dain-Toshi line, that's right, I haven't finished the Dain-Toshi line yet, and now I'm pretty sure that there's coverage all the way through, so I should definitely finish the Dain-Toshi line. Thank you, Min Lin. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, and as I mentioned yesterday, I plan to do daily walks for a while now. Probably around this time. So great for all my American viewers, I guess. Not so good for my European ones, but yeah, due to my schedule, it will probably have to be around this time. So I kind of, yeah, the channel has been so quiet for a long time now, so I need to kickstart it, and I also need to get a little bit of exercise. So doing daily 2-hour walks or something like that would be a good way to probably lose some of my salty licorice belly that I managed to get while I was in Sweden. So how long are you back in Japan? I just mentioned it in the beginning of the stream, but I will be here until my wife gets her residence permit, which probably will be at the earliest next spring or summer. So yeah, we won't be living separated from each other again. So I will be here until we can all move together.そうですね、また日本に住んでます。来年の5日まで。家族と別々に住むはちょっと無理だった。だから日本に帰ってきました。東海道 line walk. Oh, that would be an adventure. Maybe a little bit overkill considering that I don't have too much free time. So even though I would love to do that, but I don't know. That would be a little bit too far. Realistically, I can maybe go to places that are like an hour away at most. Anything further away than that, and I won't really have time for my other obligations here in life. Good to hear that so many are so happy to have me back. Thank you, thank you. What does everybody think about the iPhone 14 Pro with no physical SIM card? It's only in the US that it doesn't have a physical SIM card. I don't like it. I like physical SIM cards. So I don't know. I travel a lot and I do switch carriers and try different plans all the time, so I don't like that. Daniel and Yuka here. Thank you. Congratulations on 10 million views. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Jeffrey, yeah, in the US, I'm not sure about Canada, but in the US the iPhone 14 Pro doesn't have a physical SIM card. In Japan it has one physical SIM card and one eSIM, and I think the Hong Kong edition has 2 physical SIM cards. It's pretty quiet here, but shops haven't really opened yet. It's still early in the morning, so it's mostly like delivery trucks and stuff on the streets. Not so much else going on. It's nice to walk these quiet streets again. So let's see what else he's saying in the chat. Photo session going on here. Let's do a Steam Deck review. Yeah, you're not the first one asking for that. Maybe I will make one then. That would be fun. Start doing some tech reviews here on my channel. Why not? Why not? Might happen. Did I miss Coffee Person reunion? No, I haven't been to Coffee Person yet. Actually, this is my first time in like central Tokyo since coming back. I've only been back for a few days and I've only been staying in my local area. So this was the first time to take the train into the city center. 英語を勉強しながら懐かしい東京の道を感じします。よかったね。よかったね。ありがとう。Hej Joel! Synd att vi missade varandra sist. Det var en liten möjlighet där för oss att ses, men det gick inte. Det var synd. Men kul att du är här. Oh, you're in the US. Where in the US and why? What's the exchange rate between Swedish krona and Japanese yen? Oh, yen got quite a bit cheaper, so it's good for me. My incomes are mostly in Swedish krona and US dollars, so Japan suddenly got quite a bit cheaper for me, so happy days. Coffee break today? Yes, definitely. I will have a coffee break somewhere during today's walk. Absolutely. Am I traveling to the past? Is this a real live stream in Japan? Indeed it is. Indeed it is. I'm back in Japan. I'm back in Japan. It's a quiet morning here. We just reached Omotesando. Today's walk is from Shibuya to Shinjuku. Jeffrey, do you have any coffee recommendations between here and Shinjuku? You're still my coffee guru. Maybe you've been staying up to date with all the new shops that has opened in Tokyo. I certainly haven't, so yeah, feel free to enlighten me. Groove. I don't know. A lot of things are pretty uncertain right now, and the situation in Europe and the economical future in Europe feels pretty, up in the air. So when she gets the residence permit, we will make another assessment of the situation and decide what our next step will be. A lot of traffic. Jangalang. Thank you, Coffee Funds. Congrats on 10 million views. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm actually thinking about picking up a new gimbal today. The new DJI OM6. So after this stream I will head to some electronic stores and take a look at it. It's a new shop that opened up in Shinjuku called Swamp. It's northwest of Omoide-yokocho. Okay. Okay. Northwest. Ah, okay. So in that area, ne? I might check that out then. Did Bookmark close? Or is it always just these blue boards when they're not open? I kind of enjoyed this bookstore. They have so many inspiring art and photography books. I think it's still around. It's probably just, it's just a shutter. Haven't seen it like that though. If someone want to open a shop, here's an empty space. Sure, a lot of here's another one. I'm sure a lot of shops around here went bankrupt during the crisis because rents here must be insane, and without the tourists it must be really challenging to make ends meet. We're planning on making 2K or 4K live streams. Not really. It's barely working well enough to do 1080p live streams, so, and I don't want to have to carry a lot of extra equipment. So I'm kind of happy with how everything works at the moment in terms of stream quality and whatnot. Something's happening here. Is it a new shop opening? Maybe. I wonder where there's so many people queuing. This little cafe. I haven't been here for ages, but it's quite nice actually. Shinjuku 駅の小田急百貨店が閉店します。あ、そっか。知らなかった。でもあれも結構ね、あの建物結構古いですね。何が作れるかな。またデパートかな。Looks like the weather is nice. Yeah, I did a weather check already, but I can do another one for you. It's currently 26 degrees, going up to 29 today. So yeah, it's still similar temperatures to Swedish summer, but the humidity is not so bad, so it doesn't feel that hot to me actually. It's quite comfortable. If It's good to walk around with sunrise. Well, I wouldn't really consider this sunrise though. Sunrise is like 5 o'clock here in Japan, and now it's 11. So, but yeah, sunrise is very nice. But I'm usually way too sleepy to go on walks that early. Yeah, sunrise is early in Japan. I really wish that Japan had like daylight saving, because sunrise is so early, but also sunset is really early. It already gets dark before 6 p.m. here now, so I wish the days could be a little bit longer. It feels a little bit sad when it's already dark when I go to pick up my daughter at the nursery. So I think I will let you vote on where to walk from here. So my goal today is Shinjuku, but I could either walk like Takeshita-dori and then go through the Meiji Jingu forest. That's one option. Or I could just walk, take to the right here and walk on like smaller back streets and maybe also get lost somewhere. What do you say? Back streets or Meiji Jingu? Please vote now in the chat. That sounds fun. Forests. See if we're getting any other. Please get lost. Back streets. Yeah, I think back streets won. So back streets it is. So let's head down this way then. Get lost, please. Okay. Point taken. I will try to get lost. Be the backstreet boy. Wow, this place is also closed. This was one of the first shared offices I ever went to in Tokyo, the terminal. Maybe like 10 years ago, this place opened. Before, like, shared offices were a big thing. But now it's apparently not around anymore. Kebab, 500 yen, which is like less than half compared to what it costs in Sweden. As I said yesterday, it's so good to be back in a country where the food is cheap again. Not just food, like everything. Public transportation too. My train from home to Shibuya was 200 yen. A single trip on the subway in Stockholm is more than, it's almost 3 times that price. That's right, down here is the Design Festa Gallery. That place is still around. It's been around forever. I remember when I first came to Japan in 2008, there was a lot of hype about this place. Wow, it's still around there. If I remember correctly, there used to be a pretty decent okonomiyaki restaurant nearby. I wonder if that one is still here. Shinjuku line. That's also like borderline too far, I think. But maybe I could do something like that. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna walk down there, then I will just head back again. But this place can be quite fun. It's like a exhibition space for lots of small independent designers doing all sorts of stuff. It's like pretty easy to like you just pay a bit of money and then you can have your own little booth there or your own little shop there for a while. At least that's how it used to be. I'm not sure, maybe it has changed now, but it's a cool place. No beer today. No, I had a beer yesterday, Joel. I had 2 beers on yesterday's stream actually, but you know my principle about no beers before lunch, so this is a morning stream, so no beer. But I am hoping to grab a coffee somewhere. Well, this looks like a nice little street. Let's walk down here. Hey Fungus, thank you. Good to see you here. It's good to be back in Japan. Ah, there's a Sakura house. It's so nostalgic to walk around here and see all those old brands that I used to be very familiar with. I was like, when I first came to Japan, I was staying at Sakura House. It's this chain of guest houses. So I've stayed at a few different ones actually that I rented through them. Here. So I've been walking for half an hour. Maybe it's getting time for a coffee break soon. Coffee van man. No, you're the second one asking today. No, I haven't been there. This is my first visit to central Tokyo since I came back. So, yeah. And today it's just gonna be Shibuya and Shinjuku and the space between. So, but maybe later this week I will try to catch up with Coffee Person. Interesting exterior here. If I remember correctly, there's a pretty decent coffee shop nearby. Maybe I can grab something there. Papa Hotel's good. It's a very big chain. I'm not too fond of it because they have, like, on their hotels they often have like political propaganda that I strongly disagree with, so I try to avoid them. But probably more lunch place. So yeah, this one, Streamer Coffee. I wonder if it's still, if it's open already. Maybe it is. Yes, looks like it is. Perfect. I'll take a little coffee break here then. Ohayou gozaimasu. アイスのカフェラテお願いします。
シングルショット シングルでいいです。はい。じゃあ小さい方で、はい。はい。追加で払いますか？はい。はい。外に待ってます。
Streamer coffee, how appropriate. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Streamer coffee for a streamer, for a YouTube streamer. Ah, thank you for the coffee money, Tracy. Thank you so much. So, let me catch up with the chats. See what you're all saying. Wow, we're almost at 300 viewers. Nice, nice. Made by Apple Watch. Indeed, indeed I am. We're living in the future. Suica Apple Watch. It used to be the case that you could only use Suica. Oh, that's a nice looking ice latte. Ah, thank you, Fungus. Thank you, Central Tokyo Survival Funds. Thank you. Maybe lunch money even. And thank you, Brad Ward. Oh, for your 32-day streak learning Japanese on Duolingo. Great. Ganbatte kudasai. Keep that streak going. This coffee is delicious. How's Mini Explorer doing? She's doing great. She's doing great. She's growing so much and she's so much fun these days. She's like really playing a lot, joking a lot. She's super funny and it's so good to be back with her. Thank you, Luna Nessence, for the coffee funds. I hope I didn't forget to say thank you to anyone. Got plenty of super chats coming in. Thank you, thank you. You're very generous today. I appreciate it. That is very inspiring. Makes me more motivated to put more effort into my channel again. Is it caramel? No, it's just coffee and milk. But I guess poured into the cup in a fancy way. I'm learning Swedish myself along with Norwegian. That's an interesting choice of languages. How come you want to learn Swedish and Norwegian? Delicious. I'm almost done. Did you gain or lose weight while in Sweden? I gained weight. I ate less healthy food. I ate more candy and I walked way less than I do when I'm here in Tokyo. So I did gain some weight. It's really a struggle for me to get into my pink shorts again. So that's not good. But that's also one of the reasons why I want to start doing daily live streams again to lose weight. Bye, Groove. Thanks for stopping by. Finish the coffee. Let's keep on going. Did we actually lose like almost 100 viewers during my coffee break? Let's do that. ごちそうさまでした。 I see, you have connections with Scandinavia. Naruhodo. Someone asked what kind of services I plan to start offering for tourists. So it will be tours, private tours, private like one-on-one or small groups only. And I will also offer photo sessions and portrait photography, like documenting your time here in Tokyo, which is something I've been doing for a long time. Even before the pandemic hit and before starting this YouTube channel, I was doing that. But because of the pandemic, that business kind of almost disappeared entirely. And that's what inspired me to start this YouTube channel. But now the tourists are coming back. Like, there's actually nothing I enjoy more than to help visitors to Tokyo get a enjoyable experience and documenting that at the same time. That's like the most fun thing I know. So I'm really eager to start doing that again. So yeah, everything from just like, you know, taking your portrait in the middle of Shibuya crossing for 15 minutes to whole day or several day tours. Everything will be available. So, hope to meet some of you as attendees on my tours in the future. It's a pretty sad little playground, but the slide looks fun though. Ah yeah, Joel, we can do whiskey bar whiskey bar photo shoot. Absolutely, absolutely. Your in-person tours are as fun as your live streams, then I mean, I think it's much more fun to do an in-person tour. Then we can drink together and eat together, and yeah, I can be a little bit more attentive to the persons that I'm with. When I'm streaming like this, it's always a little bit difficult to balance, you know, being aware of my surroundings, reading the chat, answering your questions. It feels always a bit kind of like, it's a little bit stressful in a way. And I sometimes realize that I forget what I was saying and I have to kind of, yeah. It's a little bit disoriented at times to do these live streams. It's a lot of fun, I love it, but I think I definitely prefer to do things face to face instead. That's much more fun. And yeah, of course, all my customers get a face reveal, for better or for worse. But that's something that all my Patreon supporters get as well. So, and I expect most of my customers to also be Patreon supporters, because I will give some discounts to those people. So if you are planning to come here and if you are planning to join a tour with me or do a photo session, then yeah, you can join Patreon already, and whatever you pay into Patreon will be used partially as a discount for whatever you decide to book. So, and of course you will also have priority with bookings if you're a Patreon supporter. Would you also do photographic tours? Absolutely, Vidya Santoso, absolutely. That's actually also one of the offerings that I have in my repertoire, and I've done that a couple of times before as well. So yeah, that's also an option. Where am I now? I kind of have a sense of where I am. I think Shinjuku is this way, but I'm not sure if I've actually walked. Oh, here's some new shop. No Name Tokyo. Oh. I think, oh, okay, now I know. I'm in Sendagaya. Or at least I should be pretty close to Sendagaya. Did you check if Yodobashi or big camera has the OM6? Yes, Daniel, I did. So I plan to visit Yodobashi or big camera in Shinjuku when I get there. They should have it in stock. Other branches of European coffee houses here. I think I've seen Costa, but they're not very common. Espresso House, no. They don't have any Japan branch. Tully's is also quite common here in Japan, yeah, but that's American, right? Oh, nice bento shop. Bento in the garage. Is it lunchtime soon? It's 11:20. A little bit early for lunch, I guess. It would be nice to get a bento and have it in the park. Maybe I will have lunch with you, my dear viewers, today again. Had dinner with my viewers yesterday. Why not lunch with you today? Ah, we just passed 300 viewers? No, we were already well over 300 viewers before. Oh, this smells nice. Oh, curry rice. Takeout. Also Thai food. Oh, and it's so cheap. It's like less than half the price of lunch in Sweden. So nice. I am kind of tempted to get a pad thai. Wait, where am I now? It smells really good, this place too. Let me see. Is there a park nearby? No, I think I will wait. I think I will walk to Shinjuku and then I might have lunch with you in Shinjuku instead. Is that okay? Joel, sorry, I won't have a beer today. I actually have a work meeting coming up later this afternoon, so... Oh, and here's a Nagi restaurant. It smells so good. Does this ever turn green? There we go. There we go. Oh, here's a new coffee shop too. This one has a branch in... It's very nice. Tokyo keeps... The coffee options in Tokyo are really changing every day. There's new places popping up. Another one. Oceanian coffee culture. Ooh. A reflection reveal as well. Let me just have a quick look. It's a small shop. Nice. But I just had coffee. Otherwise, the prices are very reasonable too. But yeah, I'm not gonna have another cup of coffee already. I still have the taste of the previous cup left in my mouth, so maybe I will have another cup of coffee after the lunch. We're walking alongside Meiji-dori, which is one of the big streets connecting many of the main neighborhoods of central Tokyo. So Shibuya, Harajuku, Yoyogi, Shinjuku, and I think it goes well up to Ikebukuro and beyond as well. It's Kitasando station on the metro, the Toshin line. Let's see if I can cross here, because I really don't want to walk in the sunny side. Celebrates 18 months of membership. Welcome back to Tokyo Tea. Hope you're well. Thank you. I'm very well, and it's very good to be back here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your long time support and for always being so nice and friendly in the chat. Really appreciate it. Cross here and then walk like some of the back streets instead. I'm getting hungry. I really am. Bicycle shop here. So let's walk down here. Hopefully it's not a one-way street. The number of viewers is really fluctuating a lot, right? It goes between 350 to 250 and back and up and down and up. This building looks like it's getting completed soon. It's a new high-rise building popping up here. It's been under construction for quite a while. Now we are getting closer and closer to Yoyogi Station, and then we're not far from Shinjuku. That high rise over there is next to Shinjuku Station. didn't realize how much I missed the tea Japan streams and the ambient Tokyo sounds. Thank you, it's good to hear. Yeah, I miss doing those as well. It's good to be back. Good to be back. Yeah, people don't know that I'm back yet. I made it so stealthy, so maybe that's why people have to adjust to the fact that I'm back in Japan. So I think I will cross here. This is a nice lush street. I remember I once had a look at an apartment in this building actually. A tiny one-room studio apartment, like maybe 16 square meters or something like that. It was like, this was maybe 10 years ago. I think this building was brand new at the time. And but it was like 120,000 yen or something like that, if I remember correctly, which was too expensive for me back then. I don't know, it's a pretty busy place. It's very central though, which I think for me 10 years ago would have been great, live in a place like this. But I don't find it too attractive today to live here. Building is pretty cool, but yeah, it's not completed yet. It looks a little bit like Roppongi Hills, but a residential version. You've got the kids behind me. Down here is Meiji Jingu, the exit that I usually use when I walk through Meiji Jingu on my way to Shinjuku after that forest that I like so much. Are there thrift and resale stores in Tokyo? Of course, of course. If you're into those kind of things, I highly recommend that you go to Shimokitazawa or Koenji. Those areas has lots of them. So yeah, it's a vintage shopper's paradise. Half a Mori Tower, yeah, that's right. Pretty much half of it, or maybe even just a third. Oh. All right, here's a little burger shop, burger stand. Should I maybe have a burger here? What do you say? But it's a little bit noisy. Maybe I want to eat somewhere like more in a park or something like that. Burger would be nice though. Okay, oyasumi Pedro. Oyasumi nasai. So we are just about to hit the 1 hour mark. It's been a good 1 hour. From Shibuya to almost to Yoyogi in this hour. So I guess another 15-20 minutes and I will be in Shinjuku, and then another 15-20 minutes of lunch, and that might be it for today. Your favorite train crossing is coming up. Yeah, I like this one as well. It's a nice one. It is. I like this area, these streets. think I mentioned it many times before, but one of the first places I lived when I first came to Tokyo was not so far from here. So I often came here. I often used like if I wanted to take the Yamanote line, Yoyogi Station was the closest one, and then I always walked on this street. So it's always a bit nostalgic for me to come here. Had to run. What are the standard toppings on burgers there? I think it's pretty similar to in the West. Bacon, avocado, various kinds of cheese. Sometimes you can have eggs on burger here in Japan, which is quite popular. Maybe that is not so common in the West. But yeah, onion, salad, tomato, the usual stuff. And of course, here's my favorite super skinny house, super skinny building. So skinny this one. Oh, this is a curry shop now. So I guess you can tell that I'm getting hungry, right? I keep craving food. Everything looks good, and as soon as I feel the smell of some food, I just like, I want to eat. Here's another burger shop. Wow. I will gammon until I reach Shinjuku, and until I figured out where to sit. So here's Yoyogi Station, JR Yamanote line. Here. And also Uedo line on the metro also has a stop here. Here's the half of the Docomo Tower. Only half of it. We'll get a better view of it soon. I promise. Welcome back, T-san, and congrats on 10 million views. Thank you, Moses. Thank you very much. Yes, 10 million views. Google or the YouTube studio page gave me a notice that my channel just passed 10 million views, so that is quite a milestone to me. That so many people enjoy my simple, humble walks in Tokyo, that I don't have to resort to cheap clickbait tactics or thumbnails with sneaky shots of girls and whatnot, but that I can just do my own thing and in a way that I'm proud of and still get 10 million views. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Betty, you may prefer Japanese food for your lunch. Yeah, but there's lots of good non-Japanese food as well. I mean, I really like Thai food as well, and I'm quite fond of burgers. So, I don't know, I think I can eat whatever. The challenge is to find a place where I can actually sit and eat while streaming. That can be a little bit tricky. That will be the deciding factor, I think. Simple, humble, lazy, and sometimes grumpy walks. Yep, that's me in a nutshell. That's me in a nutshell. Probably just a matter of time until I will be a grumpy on one of my walks again. But right now I'm just so happy and excited to be back here, so I'm in a good mood for now. Celebrate 100K before Christmas. Yeah, that would be wonderful if we could make 100. Oh, maybe I should get bento here. こんにちは。
はい、450円です。
400円
450円。
お、安いですね。ちょっと安すぎるじゃないですか。これ鶏肉ですね。
そうです。
鶏か。じゃあサーモンにします。サーモン。
サーモン好きですか？
サーモン、はい。
塩
スウェーデン人だから北欧から来ました。
なるほど。
そう、サーモンの。
観光ですか？
いや、ここに住んでます。住んでます。はいはい。
食べ物どうですか？
日本の？
はい。
ああ、大好き大好き。
これね、
世界一
ですけど、どうですか？
何それ？
お味噌汁。
あ、味噌汁。ああ、でも
いらないか？
まあいらないですね。そのままで食べますから。
あ、そうですか。
箸入れましたか？はい。
はい。ありがとうございます。
はい、どうも。
どうも。気をつけて帰ってくださいね。
はい、ありがとうございます。はい。
はい。
Okay, I guess we sorted out the lunch then. 450 yen bento. That's like, it's so crazy cheap. That's like not even $4 for a bento. Again, probably about a third of what it would cost in Sweden. And also a very cute, funny who sold it to me, so bonus points for that. So I guess I just need to get a drink. And then maybe I will head down to Shinjuku Chuo and just eat there. Yeah, $3. It's crazy. The yen is so cheap now. Almost 150 yen to the dollar, exactly. Almost, nah? It's like 140 something. Ah, you got 1K views. Congratulations, Yamaguchi-san. That's a good start. That's also a nice little milestone. Congratulations. Are you in Kanagawa in today's walk? No, I'm in Shinjuku. I'm in Shinjuku, baby. Pretty far from Kanagawa. What was the service giveaway? It was a bag of instant miso soup, but since I'm gonna eat this out, you know, you need hot water in order to prepare that, so I can't really use that. I could probably find a place up here and sit and eat. Oh yeah, I can eat at that place where you can also watch the trains. That's a good place for lunch. Let's go there. Is this Nishi Shinjuku? No, I think this is Minami Shinjuku. Nishi Shinjuku is not... Nishi Shinjuku should be a little bit further this way. Not entirely off, but I think this would probably be more like Minami Shinjuku. Well, thank you, Coyote. Thank you so much for the super chat. For drink, yes. Let me get a drink then. Thank you so much. If I remember correctly, there should maybe be a convenience somewhere in this building, maybe. And there's also this Miyazaki prefecture shop over here. Maybe they have something nice to drink. Definitely do need. Well, there's vending machines over here. Let's just get a vending machine drink. That's easiest. Oh, just call me Rhys, just became a member. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. And now you also get that fancy little badge next to your name. Thank you. Thanks for the support. Really appreciate it. Sure, there should be some vending machines here. Where? There should be, right? Shinjuku station now. So it's been a nice little morning walk from Shibuya to Shinjuku. All that remains now is to get a drink and a seat and to have this bento for lunch. Then I will end today's stream. It's very empty here, but it's because it's all in the sun. That's not good. Definitely don't want to sit, get baked while having my bento. UV index is pretty strong. Ah, found it. Yes, vending machines. Vending machines. I guess I'll have some Mugicha. Yeah, Mugicha time. Let's see, can we find a place in the shade somewhere here? Barely, right? It's all in the sun. That's too bad. Otherwise it would be nice to have lunch with this view. Maybe I should just sit on the ground like they are doing. That's cute. I think I'll just do that. Crawl down here, sit on the ground and have my bento in front of Shinjuku station. A dumb question, but are any of these refrigerated drinks? Of course, the vending machine drinks are either hot or cold. So usually they have both, but this one is cold and it's refrigerated, yes. It's not room temperature, which would be very hot if it was just in the sun. Okay, thank you all for joining me on today's walk. If you want, you can stay and watch me have this 450 yen bento lunch. But that will be the end of today's stream, so if you don't want to watch me eat, then you can leave now. But yeah, it's been a good walk. It's been a good way to celebrate 10 million views on my little channel. good way to celebrate that I'm back in Japan. It's good. Life is good in general, I guess. Yeah, a little bit hobo bento lunch actually. Sitting on the ground is not really socially accepted in Japan, and I don't feel entirely okay doing it, but since there were some others doing it as well, I think it's okay. Soy sauce here. Where should I pour that? Is it soy? Yeah, shoyu. I think this little dumpling needs some shoyu. Maybe some on the fish as well. Okay. Hobo lunch. Itadakimasu. You paid with Apple Pay or Suica? I paid at Suica on my watch for the drink. So I need to reorganize a little bit. This is better. Again, can't believe this was 450 yen. Literally, when I was in Stockholm, like every day, lunch is always like 140 crowns, which is about 2,000 yen. You won't find lunch in central Stockholm for less than that. Or maybe it's slightly cheaper at McDonald's. Like maybe just 100 crowns. But you definitely won't find lunch for 450 yen like this. Yeah, delicious and fresh. It is. Absolutely nothing wrong with this. Stockholm was pricey, but I've forgotten how pricey. Yeah, I think everything recently got bumped up quite a bit in price because of inflation. So it maybe it used to be 10% cheaper or something, but because of inflation, prices are really going up a lot. Lots of bone in there, yeah. It is quite a bit of bone. It's nice and salty. But actually, prices here in Japan are supposed to increase now at October 1st as well. All the supermarket prices will go up. I think by quite a big margin. Japan is also being affected, but still, it's from pretty low levels. So compared to Sweden, I'm pretty sure things will still be much cheaper here. But maybe from next month, this bento would be 500 or 550 yen instead of 450. Okay, Billman Warren, thanks for joining today. Good to see you. Good to have you back. This idea that Japan is expensive, it's really something that has just stuck around since the 80s. Basically in the 80s the prices were the same as they are now, but everywhere else out except Japan prices have like changed a lot since the 80s, right? So imagine paying today's prices but with 80s money. That would have been expensive. But yeah, today I think Japan is probably the cheapest, like, I don't know, of the G7 countries. I would be surprised if there's any other country that is cheaper than Japan. Kind of rusty with his chopstick skills. Am I? Yeah, maybe. I didn't use chopsticks that much in the last couple of months. Oh, no more fish left. Almost. A little bit. Oops. Yeah, I'm almost done with my lunch, which means that I'm almost done with this stream. But thank you so much for watching, and I think I will be back tomorrow with another live stream, so hope you can join me then, probably about the same time as well. So it's mostly gonna be around 10-11 o'clock Japan time on weekdays for my streams for the time being. Weekends I would try to do evening streams when I can to keep my European viewers happy. But yeah, that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. See you next time. Heido. Mata ne.